we've been talking a lot about Fitbit stuff. We've been talking a lot about Whoop stuff. Andrew, certified Whoop hater. I stopped using my Whoop and I'm using the Fitbit Air again.
Marques the last one standing.
Still a Whoop. So we represent the entire spectrum here.
Yeah, that's true. And now we finally got the product we've been thinking was probably going to happen eventually, and it happened eventually. This is the Garmin screenless activity tracker. Andrew's very excited about this because Andrew has used Garmin's for years. So do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, we're
looking forward to it.
I was looking forward to seeing what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
so let's start with what it is.
The Garmin Cirqa, CIRQA.
Why did I do that?
Garmin,
stop using
I guess.
cues. Just stop with the cues.
Let LG
Garmin, I guess,
that.
kind of has done some. The Garmin Phoenix was FENIX.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It is, but not what you would normally
Mark
assume Phoenix.
It's phonetic.
MARQ.
Yeah, they've
Stop
all
with
had
the
a little.
cues.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's. This is one of those things where I saw the picture, and the colors of the bands looked great.
Yeah.
The materials looked really solid. It has a button on the side, which I was like, okay, I like potential customizable button. And then the more I read about it, the more
Button's cool.
sad I got.
Yeah. So on the surface, it's roughly the same size and shape as you're expecting. It's kind of similar to the Whoop, maybe a little bit thinner. It's narrower than the Fitbit, but it's a screenless fitness tracker.
Wider?
It's
wider than the Fitbit.
Yeah. Wider than Fitbit, probably about as wide as Whoop, potentially a little shorter in terms of height off of your wrist than the Whoop.
Which is nice.
DesFit had like a little unboxing that showed both of them. DesFit and DC Rainmaker are probably going to have 400 videos on this, and I will watch all of them because they are my go-to Whoop activity tracker, whatever.
They compare all of them.
They compare them all so much.
The thing that's also great about this one is it's no subscription needed. It's $200
Yes.
for just buying it outright and using it forever.
That's pretty nice.
No,
Yeah, always a good thing. There are, I believe it's $6 a month for Garmin, what's it called? Garmin Connect Plus, I think it is. And there are some features in there. A lot of them are workouts and workout plans and coaching and stuff. There is one thing that I found out later, which is live heart rate zones and there's some live graphs, but most importantly, live heart rate zones on your phone live app that I think is Connect Plus only, which is that's so easy. It's on all of your watches already.
Yeah.
That doesn't require the subscription for that and plays it on the watch. Back off, Garmin. Put that on the free mode. Let the AI coaching and whatever be the thing you pay extra for. I think that's totally fair. But yeah, $199, no subscription fee. I found the bands to be kind of expensive. They're $49 for an extra band or $60 for the armband. Fitbit has really reasonable accessory prices. They're like $35 for some of them. They're Velcro, a little bit of stretch. I think the colors look really good. There's like black, a tan, kind of a brownish maroony color, and then a blue. Definitely chunkier. I was confused by 10-day battery life. That seems short in my eyes, considering I have the 48 millimeter AMOLED Phoenix 8 Pro or whatever it is, and that can get like 14 days of battery life with that huge AMOLED screen with raise to wake on, and this only gets 10. Obviously it's bigger, but this is doing so much less. It doesn't have a screen. I feel like, so my thought was, cool, it's Garmin, they love GPS, maybe this is the first screenless activity tracker with GPS connection,
awesome,
which would have been so Garmin, and it's not. It's GPS Connect only, which is through your phone.
Correct.
Which I think is such a big miss. I hate to say this, but I almost feel like that's dead on arrival for this.
Yeah, I would think the Garmin one,
yes,
people are going to be looking to the Garmin one for the things that they've looked to Garmin for in the past, which is a lot of outdoor workouts, which like biking and hiking and running. That's like a heavy GPS activity. If I want to take this out and not bring my phone with me, I would like it to have GPS. GPS is also a very big power draw, and I wonder if this is just a focus on like, we have to make it so thin and light and small that it's got a tiny battery, and GPS would draw too much battery.
But it's like not, it's kind of big. It's like,
it is kind of chunky.
Yeah.
But it's the same. I mean, think about like the Whoop and the Fitbit Air that also don't have GPS.
Well, yeah, but Whoop's a scam, so.
I'm just saying, form factor wise, if you add GPS to that small thing,
but
it's cruising through battery.
Doesn't the watch have like standalone GPS?
Yeah, like
Yeah, but the watch has a
many of their
much larger physical. I know it's like a small thing on your wrist still, but milliamp hour wise, it's a much bigger battery because you're used to having a metal, heavier thing on your wrist.
But that's still why I thought that this new one would have GPS, because without GPS, this thing should have like a 30-day battery life. So the fact that
would be
it
nice.
only
Yeah,
has
that's-
10, I was like, oh, so it has to have GPS.
The 10 made you think it might have GPS because even though the other ones are bigger, they have longer battery lives, GPS, and are powering a screen, which makes it feel like one of those things should have stayed there.
Right.
Yeah. How long does your Fitbit actually last on battery?
Like 12 to 14 days.
Really?
My Whoop lasts like 10 days.
My Fitbit lasts like maybe a week, like
What?
7 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It'll
mine
be at
lasts
like
least-
10% by like day 6.
Mine lasts at least 10 days.
And when you're tracking workouts, it goes faster because of all the higher sampling. So like if I start a weekend with 2 practices at 25% battery, it's nearly dead by the end in 2 days.
Whoa.
So
the Fitbit?
Yeah.
That's
no, the
crazy.
Whoop.
Oh, the Whoop.
Yeah. And the Fitbit too. I was getting like 7 to 8 days of battery. So when I saw 10 days, I was like, yeah, that's probably about right. But the others will rate it for like 14. So this seems like it's maybe not going to make it to 7 for me,
Yeah.
which is tough.
We'll have to see. So it does kind of the typical stats you can track: activity tracking, heart rate, sleep, HRV, calories. It has body battery / training readiness. That's something Garmin's had for a long time. There's a sleep coach included in the free metrics and all general sleep tracking. This is something
Sleep coach is funny.
I think well, I think it's more like
Here's how to sleep better.
I think it's more along the lines of like you had a really training fulfilled day and maybe didn't get as much sleep. You should try and get an extra hour of sleep. That's all it is. It's saying like, bro, take a nap, or bro, like chill out today, go to sleep a little earlier. There is vibrations for alarms. There's no altimeters for floors climbed.
Is there vibration for notifications?
No.
Sorry, Andrew.
Nope.
Just the alarm.
They hate
Just
you.
like all the
There's
rest.
got to be someone who can figure out the like if this then that, and just make every time I get a text notification in,
Set an
it just like
alarm.
quickly sets an alarm for 30 seconds later, and then
Yeah,
like,
I know
rings
someone
up
who can
my-
do that. It's my friend Claude.
He sounds expensive.
Yeah, well,
And potentially really dangerous. What else was I going to say? The button on the side can help you with quick launching different activities. It does have auto tracking activities and most of the stuff you do through the same Garmin Connect app that you're used to, but the button can then be helpful. I haven't seen exactly how it's used, but for launching some of those activities that maybe you don't think it's going to pick up automatically.
I feel like the usefulness of that is limited because I need my phone on me anyway.
What do you mean?
Like if I'm going to go on a run and I quick start a run, it doesn't track GPS. So I need my phone. I'm going to have my phone on me anyway. I'll take out my phone and start a run.
I'm sure with how many different activities there are, I'm sure there's some that would be beneficial.
That's
I
true,
remember
yeah.
like when I used to play Ultimate wearing my Whoop, I would be like, we would play like an indoor league and I would go out and start running and be like, oh, I didn't start it on my phone. But my phone would be in my bag where I like changed everything, not on the sidelines. So
Yeah.
then I could just press it and be like, it's starting an activity. I'll go in and call it Ultimate later.
Yeah. It is nice to have a quick start button. That's a nice feature.
For sure. Or if climbing, you leave your phone in your bag all the time, stuff like that. I could see that being beneficial. I mean, and hopefully there's some other things you can do with a button. I think a button.
I was just going to say, having one button unlocks so much. That's like one of the main reasons why I like Garmin when exercising in general, is because touchscreens are so annoying when you're sweaty and it's hot out and you're like a couple miles into a run. Like just pressing a button is so much easier.
yeah. Their absolute cheapest watches are about $250. They do have a like little screened smartband, the Vivo
Like an
Smart
old
5.
Fitbit.
Yeah, like an old Fitbit that's $150. So I guess that's kind of the best.
Yeah,
of it.
I was trying to figure out who I think this is best for because in so many ways, it's cheaper than Whoop because Whoop is infinite. $200, so twice the price of Fitbit Air. It's also twice the thickness of Fitbit Air, which I really think
Wow.
is why the Fitbit Air is so good because
thing
of
is so
how
elite. It's crazy.
chill it is. Like it just is so minimal. It feels ideal. And as much as I like, it looks like the materials are good. It looks like the colors are, it like all looks nice. But then seeing it on people's wrists and then seeing the Fitbit Air is like, when you maybe want to wear another watch, having a much smaller band on your other, the smaller seems better.
You know what this is for? This is for the people that like have an F-150 and then they buy a second car that's like a Corolla.
Well, that is kind of what I was going to say. This is for people who do maybe really like triathlons or marathons or things where the watch telling them the information. So someone who already has a Garmin watch but doesn't want to wear it all of the time.
Yeah.
So then all of their information's in the same app and coexist with each other. But they don't want to wear the giant 50 millimeter AMOLED watch that just is like pure statistics on it all the time because it doesn't look nice at work. But they still want to, typical screenless activity Whoop user. I can't even take a shower without tracking my heart rate in the middle of it. So like being able to constantly track
Dude, literally every time I take my Whoop off in the shower, I'd be like, why are you taking it off? You can shower with this on. You can just put the battery on. It's waterproof. It's okay. It's like never take your Whoop off. Always be tracking.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's anyone wearing these kinds of things. That's probably something they like to do. It also is the same proprietary. Yeah, I guess if it's cloth, take it off in the shower. It's cloth. You don't want it to be wet all day.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Sleep wet.
To be fair, though, my Fitbit Air has gotten real dirty.
It's pretty dirty.
Pretty gross. So maybe I should shower with it on.
I mean, one time.
Yeah,
you don't have to do it every time.
Yeah.
It's this stupid little proprietary charger that Garmin uses, which I just really dislike, and I don't know why they haven't changed that yet.
Okay, wait. That is my one thing that made me not that I like it. Okay. I agree with you. It is stupid. The proprietary charger in general is annoying. But this is what made me think that it is a secondary device. Because if you already have a Garmin watch, you already have the charger. Like if it shipped with like USB whatever, it would be more annoying. Or like a proprietary magnetic charger, it would be like, oh, now I have 2 chargers for my 2 Garmin things. Like it's like the second option. So it has the same charger, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to be really excited by this. And then the more I read about it, the less excited I was about it. They did send me an email asking if I wanted a sample. I said yes. We'll see if they send that before this episode comes out and then take it back. But
look, if anything,
I will try it.
If anything, being critical should make them want to send you one more if they actually believe in their product.
The gray and the brown colors look really
Why
nice.
is the beige one called French gray? What makes it French?
You should know. You're the Spurs.
Yeah, true. I don't.
No ball.
It's not even. It's like beige.
French gray is a color.
It does feel beige. That's the thing I've been calling brown. And
shouldn't it be white.
Okay.
No, I think it's
fair.
Like an actual like capital C color.
Gray is
like a color.
Yeah.
If you're gonna paint a room or something, and gray is so much not gray a lot of the times. This feels really stupid, but we wanted to paint our bedroom gray, and we got 6 different paint samples, put them up, and we're like, that looks really nice. Painted the whole room, and Claire and I walk in, we're like, that's light blue. That is that like
more warm
any
tones.
undertone that hits with a gray, the more it gets, you're like, oh my god, that's not gray anymore.
That's true. I painted my room Shasta blue, and I regret it.
Shas.
We've been making a lot of paint decisions recently for a certain upcoming studio, and you really got to be careful.
No, you know what's funny? I was hanging out with Brandon, and Alex was sending him photos of paint samples, and Brandon was like, this is
useless.
I can't.
Auto white balance has made this. It's like when you talk about AirPods. It's like, I don't know what color those are.